I'm attempting to de-shell crab meat so I can save it, because this is how we roll here. Let's see if I can get anyone that wants to come in and say hi. Hello. I can't see if anyone's here yet. We'll see. So what I'm doing right now is I'm taking the body meat out of the crab because I like to separate it separately. This is crab the boys caught yesterday in Nehalem Bay. It was kind of a slow day, actually. So I take my crab meat like this, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to push it down like this, because this is all little cartilage in here. See that? That's cartilage. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull off each leg, and then I'm going to pull out the body meat. So I'm going to peel this back like an egg. You see this? And then I'm just going to pull out this chunk of meat right here. Look at that. Pull the next leg off and do the same. It has a little piece of cartilage around it. You see that cartilage? The cartilage comes off. And then you pull the meat out. Each leg has a little, like, thin layer of cartilage around it, like an eggshell. I get that little cartilage. You can see the cartilage. You can feel it pretty good. And then you just pop the body meat out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to seal it. I'll seal the body meat so it's separate. This is some of the crab we caught this weekend. Dungeness crab. We clean them before we cook them, though, guys. Some people don't like that, but we do. See this little cartilage? We don't want that in there. And then you can just pick out, look at that. Look at that beautiful piece of body meat. Look at that. Fresh crab right there, everybody. You see that? Boom. I'm going to pull another one out. See that? That's half a crab. What I do, it's kind of like giving it CPR. You know, when you go, boop, everything breaks. Just like that. I can't see chat. Is somebody in here? I need to push this up so I can see who's in the chat. Is anyone saying hi? Oh, it's Terry. Oh, you're talking to everybody. Good, honey. You're there. I'm going to move this down since you're talking. There we go. Like this. There we go. That's better. All right. I'm going to pull this crab meat out. I actually vacuum seal it. It's pretty good. But yes, I do all of the meat. I do body meat separate from the leg. So first I'm going to do the body meat. Tonight, I am making a beautiful crab dish. It's going to be a chowder, and it's going to be in a ceramic bowl. And then we're going to use chowder, and I have some fresh salmon that we caught. So it's going to have chowder, and it's going to have salmon. And we're going to put a bay biscuit, cheddar bay biscuit on top and bake it. Here we go. Oh, Dan O'Hara's in the house. Hey, Dan, I haven't seen you in here before. I could make you a mod, but I can't touch my screen right now. As you can see, it's kind of messy. I'm pulling out some lump crab meat right here out of these crabbies that we got. See, these are all the legs. I haven't shelled these yet. I do the body first, so we get all of this meat, body meat right here. What is that? Is that? Making sure it's nice and clean. There's no shells in this body meat because I'm going to save it separately because I use the body meat different than I use the leg meat. So we're going to do this. This is how we do it. After it's shelled, I'm going to push down like this. You can hear it cracking. Then you can just pull the leg off just like that. That was not a lot of meat in that one. Let's see this. Pull these legs off. Each leg has a little piece of body meat. There's a body meat piece. See that? And this is actually good to eat. This is just meat. Different colors, but there you go. Pull it out. Double tap my screen, guys. I only got 4 likes, and I've seen like so many people come in here. I'm showing you how to shell a body crab. Shell body meat from a crab. Body meat, crab meat. There we go. You just pull this little, see this is cartilage right here. You can just shell this like an egg. I'll keep repeating myself. I got my little thing down there. Pop it off. Boom. Look at that. How many of you guys are signed up to win that lamp today? Because I think we're going to do it tonight. I think we're going to do the lamp giveaway tonight. We'll do a live real quick. Maybe before or after the Reef Robber's on. We'll do the giveaway. So someone's going to win a custom lamp tonight. You do have to have the comment on that short, though, to be entered. And you do have to be a subscriber, because we're going to put it in subscriber only mode. Look at that. Look at that beautiful meat. And each of these legs will have meat in them. I'm going to show you how to do the legs in just a minute, but right now, we're just doing the body. How is everybody today? How is everybody? Did you guys get any fishies? Anyone go salmon fishing this weekend? Is Terry still here? Did he go salmon fishing? Hey, David, welcome in. I'm cleaning some Dungeness crab. I'm pulling the body meat out first. And then I'm going to do the legs. This is the body meat. Look at that. That makes some beautiful, beautiful meat. I mean, you can make some wonderful dishes out of that. Did I just throw this in here? You don't want to throw this in here. That's a shell. And then we're going to de-shell this. I'll show you how easy it is to get these wonderful crab legs out. Right now I'm just pulling out these. This is all body meat. The body meat is white. Your leg meat's going to turn orange. So here you have half of a crab, and if you squish it like this, it kind of breaks the cartilage apart. You see that? And then when we pull the leg off, you're able to just pull the body meat out. Randy's in there reading chat. So Randy's talking to you guys. I can't see chat that well because I have my glasses on and I'm trying to watch, make sure I don't get any of this cartilage inside of the body meat. I mean, when you're done, you can actually feel it too. But look at all that crab meat. Look at that crab meat. That is some beautiful body meat. Pulling this crab leg out. They see how they have little sections in here? And you can just peel them back like boop. Hey, Stuffin', welcome in. We're preparing crab meat for, I'm going to vacuum seal some of it, but we're making a chowder pot pie tonight. We're going to use some lump crab meat, probably the body meat. And then we're going to put salmon in it, and then I'm going to put a cheddar bay biscuit on it and bake it in the oven. That's what I'm going to do tonight. These are the legs from the body. These are all still full of meat. I have not shelled the legs yet. I'm just shelling the body meat first. And I'm going to do this so you can see. I like to go in like this and you can hear it crunch. And then you can just pull the legs off so easily and get your body meat out. I know I'm repeating myself because new people keep coming in. And Randy's in there saying hi to everybody. Right, honey? Look at that. Look at that beautiful cloth. We're going to get the meat out of that later. But right now, I'm going to pull the meat out of this. I see a bunch of people just sliding through. They just slide through, stop, say, who wants to watch somebody shell crab meat? But I bet you all would eat this, huh? Your hands start to get wet, so it's harder to feel the cartilage. This is a perfect example. We're just going to peel it back. You see that? Look at that. When you peel back all of your cartilage. And then, once you get it all peeled back enough, you'll be able to grab this big piece of meat right here and just pull it out of the body like this. Boom. Look at that. That makes amazing stuff. Crab cakes, crab dip, chowders. Eat it plain. See how these pull apart? Just like that. Now you have two pieces. I hope this is somewhat educational. You guys can chit-chat. I am making some crab. Look at that. Look at this nice big guy. Look at how much meat is in this one. This is a big one. I'm going to push it down. This one's going to be nice, thick meat pieces. Let's do this. Here we go. Ah, there we go. Who's in there, babe? I can't see chat. I mean, I kind of can. I saw David. I saw Hunting and Stuff. I saw Dan. Did you see, Dan, that we're trying to do another get-together for next summer? We're trying to figure out how we want to do it. You start making reservations 6 months ahead of time. So by January, I kind of want to figure out where we're going to be, because if we want to do like a group camping or whatever we want to do. This is almost making me seasick trying to read the screen and take the lump out of my crab, or meat out of my crab. I'm going to take my glasses off for a minute. Ugh. There's a lot of meat in here. A lot of meat. Let's see what we got. Dan, you were there. What do you mean you missed out? Dan was at our get-together. I met you. What do you mean you missed out? Honey, I can't hear you. The dishwasher's running. We have the dishwasher running. You probably hear it. Oh, look at that, guys. Wow. That's nummy. Look at that. Oh, here's... Oh, yeah, but I still met him.
Yeah,
What? He had to travel far, though. He lives in the Dallas... Where do you live, Dan? You live, like... Where does he live? Did he say where he lives?
Montana.
Dan... No, he doesn't. Dan lives... He lives in Montana? No, Dan lives in Central Oregon. Don't you, Dan? I think you do.
Yeah, he missed out because the crab dip took forever.
Oh, yeah. You know why it takes forever? Because of this. You have to shell it. But I like to use the legs for the crab dip. Everybody else got to... Some people got to taste my hot crab dip.
Milton Freewater.
Milton Freewater. Where's that at? Where's Milton Freewater? That's in Oregon, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That is in Oregon. All right. This one's... Look at how thick this one was. Look at all that meat. A lot of people don't like to eat the body meat. I'm going to rinse this off. A lot of people don't like to eat the body meat, but I do. Shut off. Look at that crab. We've done a lot of crabbing. I guess we're going to try and take our boat out on the Willamette, the little boat we have on the Willamette, for some salmon. We'll see if we can get it out there. What's Dan saying? I can kind of see what he's saying, but my
35 miles north of Hamilton. Which is kind of central, north central. It's the northern part of central
Oregon.
Yeah, sort of.
It's so funny because, you know, I know like where Pendleton is. I know where Ontario is. I know where Bend is. I know where Redmond is. But, you know, some of the little areas, I'm not real familiar with where they are.
Halfway to
Idaho. So he's close to the river, right? Close to the Columbia. You guys probably... Is your salmon coming up there? You should be up there by now. They're still coming in through buoy 10. I think they extended it, but I don't know if buoy 10's even still open. I haven't been following it. We can only go out on buoy 10 if we have someone in a boat that can handle that, because our little boat can't do that part of the river. There's no way. Especially how fast the conditions can change on the river. Oh my goodness. You can blink and then all of a sudden you got white caps all around you on that river. And if you're not anywhere near where you can get out of the zone, it can be very dangerous. The Columbia can be very, very dangerous. All right. We are almost done with the body meat. So this is how I like to. I separate it first. I'm making a mess. This is all icky. I'll show you real quick, guys, how I do the leg meat. There we go. So out of those crabs, I have this nice big bowl of... I'm going to go through here and make sure I didn't get any little pieces of cartilage in here, because nothing is worse than taking a bite of something and then, boop, getting cartilage. All right. I'm going to grab another bowl here, and I'm going to show you how I do my leg meat. So... Let me pull this out. I don't want any of these little shells right here grabbing onto the leg meat and going into my leg meat dish. So this is what I do. First, I'm going to pull it out and make sure this comes out. This is, you don't want to eat this. This is the tendon. Can you see that? Now this is going to be all meat inside of here. If I didn't get all of this out, which it doesn't look like I did, I still have my bowl over there. Now what I like to do is, you got one of these nice little meat cleavers here. very gently, I'm going to crack it till I feel a crack. Let's see if I can do this. I'm going to peel it back. Sometimes you get lucky and you get a good crack, but you don't want to smash it. I'm just trying to get a good crack so I can twist it. So if I twist it, watch this. I'm going to twist it. Okay, you ready? This is, whoops, a leg meat right here. You want to see that? That is a crab leg meat right there. How beautiful is that? I could also cut through here if I wanted to get the rest of this out, which I could. I got some kitchen scissors right here. I could cut it out and see if there's body meat in here that I didn't grab, because sometimes it doesn't pull all the way out. Be careful too, this is sharp. These are like little razor blades. There's some more body meat. All right. Now, although my husband is really, really good at getting the smaller pieces of the leg out, what happened to the rest of the leg I just pulled off? I'm not so good at it. Here's another piece right here. I'm gonna take this, ready? Just to crack it. I'm gonna pull it off. Pull the bone out, or the tendon out. I didn't crack it all that well, huh? I'm a lot faster than this when the phone's not in my face, but with the phone in my face, it is a little slower. Sometimes I need the scissors. Boom. I do want to get all of this meat. Because somebody asked me the other day in my comments, what part of the crab is meat? Well, the only thing that's not is what's under the top of the shell. So everything else in the crab is meat. The legs are almost completely meat except for these pieces right here. You don't want to eat these. This is like the tendons. It's like cartilage. And then I'm going to take this. You're not going to hit it hard. You're just going to do it till it I like to twist it sometimes sideways too, but. And once you pull that tendon out, it's free. So you can just pull that out. There you go. Dip that in some garlic butter. That is amazing right there. Let me see if I have so this little piece, these are smaller pieces. Let me see if I can get this one out. The littler legs, I am not a big fan of pulling them apart. My husband will get every little piece of meat out of here. He can, however. He'll pull these little tendons out. And this one, there actually is a decent piece of meat. I'll show you. Because it's a somewhat big crab. The smaller legs, though, I don't really like to waste my time. Because as you see, it can be a lot of work to get this little piece of crab meat out. And then the knuckle has a piece in there. And I'm going to be lazy and use my scissors. But as you can see, it's a very tedious job. Oh my God, these shells are not easy to get into sometimes. But the crab leg meat, in case you're wondering, I think is sweeter than the body. The body is more meatier, and the legs are a little sweeter. The claw, here's the claw. First thing I like to do is pull this claw up. We're going to remove it, just like that. It should pull out clean. If the crab is soft, a little softer, it won't pull out clean. It's going to have a little meat on it. Then I'm going to smack it. A little bit, just tiny bit, just to get it out. Look at that meat. The claw is a bit grittier. It reminds me more of a red rock. The claw does. Ooh, here's the knuckle. The good thing I like to do with the knuckle is you see this little piece right here? The corner piece? I'm just going to cut it off. See that? Sometimes it'll actually, when you cut it off, it'll crack down the side. We'll just do this. The knuckle's going to be dark. Don't be surprised. Your knuckle's going to be your dark meat of the crab right here. But it's delicious. I'm going to tell you that right now. Look at that. There's the knuckle. That is a delicious piece of all crab meat. All you people who are wondering what the inside of a crab leg looks like, here you go. Here's another little one. I'm going to twist it like so. Oh, I didn't pull that out. Let's pull out the tendon too. That helps. There we go. More crab meat. So then that's what I'm going to do. I get all of my legs together. I'm going to start collecting my legs here. Flounder Pounder. What's Flounder Pounder doing in here? Flounder Pounder. Here, crack it. Pull it out. We used to go to a restaurant in Portland, and I want to say it was in Tigard, and I want to say it was the 80s, and it was called the Crab Bowl, and it was off, well, first it was down off Barber Boulevard, and we used to have to sit and wait in line sometimes 2 to 3 hours to eat at this place, and they had deep fried crab legs. I don't think they were Dungeness though. I think they were either king crab legs or snow crab, because those have longer legs than these guys do. But they would take this crab leg and they'd beer batter it. Apparently people loved it, so they ate it. They ate it like candy. I don't know. In my opinion, I think it would make it tough. But that's just how I feel about it. Let's pull that out. This is delicious right out of the when we're down at the coast. We will cook them in the bay water, and we will eat them fresh with a little garlic butter. So when we were at Beverly Beach last week, there was a family. They subscribed to me. I don't think they're watching. If they are, they can come in and say hi. But they've never had crab before, and their girls had never had crab before. They were from, what state were they from? They were not from here. Klamath Falls. Yes, they're from Southern Oregon. The dad said, "Oh, I don't like crab." Anyways, needless to say, the plate after they left looked pretty much like that. I mean, they devoured it. Even the dad, who said, "Oh, he didn't like crab," ate crab. So, oh yes, here's the other piece of that leg. We're gonna crab that. Let's see if we can get the whole piece out. Here we go. Look at this. Look at this. Does that make you hungry? So the legs are going to have more of an orange and brown color to them, and they're sweeter. All right. See how it's coming out? This crab is a little bit softer. They started to pull the meat out. I'll pull it out like this. Boom. Boom. There's your meat. Crab is almost 90% meat. Well, once you clean it, it's all meat. There's hardly any unedible pieces besides the shell. Again, a knuckle right here. I like to cut this little corner piece off first. And sometimes you can just pull it out, because right here, look at that. This is a softer shell, but check it out. Let me pull this out. See how it doesn't fill the shell completely? That's because it recently molted and it was filling its shell. And we got it before. And I don't mind eating them. Some states don't allow you to keep them when they're soft. Oregon is not one of them. I think California might be. I'm not sure about Washington. See, both California and Washington have crab seasons. In Oregon, you can catch crab 12 months out of the year. There's no season. Your only limit is it has to be a male. And it has to be at least 5 3/4 inches. That is your only caveat. See how that just came out? That's because it's a soft shell, a softer shell. So most of the meat can come right out the top like that, and we have an empty shell. And this one's soft. If it's really soft, you can just crack it by hand. You don't even need this little beater thingy like I have. Nice. Honey, are you still in chat? Nobody's chatting? Don't forget to double tap my screen, guys. It really does help me. It gives me a couple likes. If you like, well, this one's so soft. Yeah, check regulations before. See how it pulled out? Check your regulations before you go crabbing to make sure what each state needs. Because I don't think any state you can keep females. Wait, there is a state you can. Where can you keep females? Is it somewhere in California? You can keep females. I think California. I think that's what we saw because we watch Die Hard Fishing. You guys watch him? He's a good guy. He's a California. See, he's a San Francisco guy and he's in his kayak a lot, out fishing. There's some really good fishing channels on YouTube. Really good fishing channels. All right, so I just want to say that we're going to try. Randy's got to go to the doctor today because he hurt his elbow. See how soft that was? I didn't even need a... It was pretty soft. And it's not going to be full, but you're still going to get a decent piece of meat out of here. Look at that. So here's my leg meat. Crab leg meat right here. I still have a bunch of legs to shell. This is how much body meat I got out of them. I don't know how many crabs there was. Maybe 5 or 6. I'm making a mess right here, though. I want to get this off the counter. Let me get this off. Ouch. Into my little bucket here. I'm making a mess. Messy. All right. That was a harder one. But I don't think I got all the... There's some more meat in there. I'm going to pull this leg off like this and pull it out. Tendons. I think it's somewhat soft. Another thing you can do if you guys don't want to crack it like that is use your kitchen shears and cut through like this. I think when you go to a restaurant, that's how they do it. Look at that. There you go, all meat. All meat. Anyways, I got all of these to do. It's warm in here. I don't know if I have any crabbing videos from them getting these yesterday. You need to either eat them or shell them within 3 days. I would say more than 3 days you're going to start getting stinky crab. It starts to taste like a bit like chlorine. See, that was a soft one. See how it came out? But you're going to pull it off here. You don't want these. Each little joint is going to have a tendon on it. See that? I'll pull that out here. It takes a while to shell this. I'm telling you, it's not easy. It's a lot of work. That's why it's nice just to sometimes get your crab, have your crab, eat your crab. You can have 12 per person here, and that's quite a lot. If you got a couple people out there, that's 24 crabs you need to process. And as you can see, it takes me probably about an hour to do 10 crab, shell 10 crab. But I'm going to vacuum seal it. Look at this. So see this little claw? This is a cool thing. A crab regrows their claw. So this crab probably lost his original claw in a battle, and I'll show you what size it should be. So this is the size it should be. And this is the other one. So he regrew this. This is a regrow. He regrew it. So it's a new claw that he regrew. So you're going to get a crab sometimes that looks like this because he lost this one and it regrew back. So you're not going to get a whole lot of meat out of these little guys. Also, I'm going to show you guys something. I don't know if you can see this. There's barnacles on him. Or what are these called? They're barnacles. They're parasites. They live on a crab. And a lot of people think I don't want to eat that meat if there's parasites on it. But it doesn't go through the shell. It just attaches. It lives on top of the shell. It doesn't go to the meat. So when you get one with the barnacles on there, are they called barnacles? Yeah. They have these little things that come out like this to get food. It does not affect the inside of the crab. It only affects, look at that, the outside. Another thing that you're going to notice when you get fresh crab is this. You see this? It's got hair on it. So just because there's hair right here on this crab doesn't mean it's horrible. Some of the crabs have hair. It's not like when you go to the grocery store, you're going to have these beautiful crabs, because when you're out there in the nature, in the wild, you're going to get all kinds of stuff. Let me see, do we have any more barnacles on here? I didn't see any big ones. Most of the time they're on the head shell. They're going to be on the big part of the crab, not the little part. But they do. Sometimes they go into their lungs, though. If the barnacles sometimes can get into they can get into their lungs. The They're not called barnacles, honey, are they? I was thinking there is an actual name for them. What's the name of them? Oops, I cut that one. Come out, meat, come out. Come out, meat. Shell that crab. You're not always going to be perfect, I'll tell you that. I'm not always perfect. But there's some wonderful, wonderful recipes to these things. Pull this out. Oh, look at that. You can just pull the meat off the little tendons if you want to. This one's going to be easy because it's soft. Oops, darn it. Goodness. Oh, sorry, guys. Uh-oh, it just rotated it. What did it do? Did it turn it off? What? Can you still see? There we go. When I bent over to get it, it's like I'm wearing this on my body so you guys can see what I'm doing. It says orientation is off. Let me fix this. My hands are so icky. There's another one. Let's pull it out. Ready? Whee! Look how clean that is. We're going to pull this out like this. Tendons. Look at that. There's the knuckle right there. That's going to be, most of this is going to be dark meat. Let's get the hammer. Where'd my hammer go? Hammer time! This one's heavier. This one's harder. We're going to hammer it. These shells can get quite hard for sure. I just want to softly hit it to get it enough so where we can just peel it back and get that nice big piece of crab meat, claw meat right there. Where'd my knuckle go? I lost my knuckle. Here it is. Here's a knuckle. This little pointy thing I'll cut off right here. Cut through here like this. Sometimes you can just do it this way. Come here, little crab. Oh. That's all meat in there. And the knuckle is the weird thing. Like I said, it's dark. Oops, I'm just going to smash that one because it didn't want to give it to me naturally. There's the knuckle. There's the knuckle. Pull it out. All crab meat. Well, except for that. There you go. That's all crab meat right there. Yummy! How many of you have never had fresh crab? I know Dan has because he got some this summer. Okay, I'm going to pull this out real quick. Oh, okay. Whew. Yes, this is... Let me get through these shells. I'm making a mess. I should be throwing them away, but I'm concentrating on the phone, trying to make sure you guys get a good shot. So far, let's see what I have. These are not shelled, are they? That one isn't. I'm going to put all of the ones I still haven't shelled over here. And all the ones I've already shelled in the garbage, so you can see how much I still have left. And how much meat I've gotten just off the few legs. Yeah, these are all still full. Those are still full. Those are full. That's full. You guys signed up for our contest tonight, right? For that LED lamp. I know we've been trying to do it, but we've had so much stuff come up. It's easy to get these little shell pieces in the meat. So I'm trying to make sure I get them out. Of course, now I've got them all over the floor here. They're all over my floor. I'm going to have to clean them up. Let me see what we have. Look at all these. This is stuff I've barely even... Look at that. There's so many crab legs in here. That one's going to be so full of meat. Look at that. That's going to be a big one. It's funny because people say, oh, crabbing's better in months that end in R. Really? It's not. It's all summer. These crabs will molt year round. I mean, you could get soft shell crabs any time of the year. Now, let's see how soft that was. You can just break it apart. Like I said, in Oregon, you can keep them. In some states, you can't. I think Alaska might have a thing on soft shell that you can't keep soft shell. And you can tell if they're soft because when you get them, see this? See how that pushes in? When they're alive, you can do that. when you do that, you just push. And if it's squeezable, that's a soft shell. If it's super hard, that one's kind of soft. That one's a little soft. That one doesn't squeeze at all. Look at that. Oops, see? That one does not squeeze at all. You can't squeeze that. So that is a shell that's going to be full of meat. Nice. Look at that. So here's what I have so far. Oh, I'm going to take that shell out. So here is my body meat. I don't know what these little black things are in there. Sometimes I get little black spots. This is all my body meat. This is great for crab cakes. If you want to make some crab cakes, this is really good for crab cakes. This is good. Well, that's good for crab cakes too. I like to make my crab dip out of this. You can just eat this plain. But I'm going to use this for like soups or dishes like that. And this is going to be more for like, the crab legs are a little sweeter. So you see how nice this meat is? If you guys ever warm these up, do not do it in the microwave, please. Never put crab in the microwave. You will suck the moisture out and you're going to have a piece of rubber. I got to tell you a story. Randy and I were eating at, was it Red Lobster? And I got these crab legs and they were cold crab legs. And I don't want cold crab legs. So I sent them back and I said I don't want them cold. The dude put them in the microwave and brought me them back out. And they were hot, but the problem is they were completely unedible. They turned completely into rubber. And I called the manager over and they were so embarrassed. They gave us a $90 gift card because the dude did not know not to microwave crab. But you see how soft this is? So the meat hasn't had a chance to fill in yet. So you're going to get littler pieces of meat, but they're still legal because you're going to still measure them. They're still going to be legal to measure them. Pirate crabbing is the best. What's pirate crabbing? What is pirate crabbing? Aye? Okay. We got to go. Randy's going to go to the doctor. He hurt his elbow, so we're going to go get him some good drugs. But I want to thank everybody for coming in. Remember, we are giving away that LED lamp hopefully tonight. It might be before or after. Make sure you've commented on that LED giveaway short that says lamp. Make sure you're subscribed because it's going to be subscribers only. So when you come into the live chat and we'll do the drawing for everybody who commented lamp, you have to be subscribed. And then you're going to win an LED acrylic lamp. It's great for your channel, whatever. And then you can pick what design you have. We'll get an approval from you before we actually etch out the lamp. But you'll get a nice LED lamp. It is USA only though. So anyways, you guys, I want you guys to have a great day. We're going to head to the doctor now to get Randy's elbow better. I hope you enjoyed me shelling this crab for a little bit so you can see how wonderful it is. I got to put it away real quick so we can get out of here. I'll talk to you all later. Have a great day. Sorry, I have to undo my phone.